to Just Bird Tarot. Today's video is I'm going to unbox these two used decks that I purchased from Etsy from the proprietor AV Tarot Market. Buy tarot and oracle collections. Get cash for your unused tarot and oracle cards. Visit avtarotreading.com. Sell your cards. So, here we are. Thank you. Right? And she sends a little reading. It's a take a deep breath and think of your question. When you have a clear question, open the envelope, look at your cards, and interpret your meaning. You can do this by looking at the cards and using how they make you feel, or by researching the cards online to determine you answer. Enjoy. Here we go. Spend your money wisely. That's what I take from that. You know. Very nice. Very nice. So we'll start with this one, which I know what it is, but you'll know in a second. It's a familiar deck to all of you, but I said I was going to purchase the original. Because I have the dummy version, and I like this one. I honestly do. I like the size of it, but I never really used it until recently, because when I got it, it was a dummy deck, and it just kind of went in the office, and that was it. It went in with the rest of them. I don't know, probably 5 years ago, 6 years. I don't know when. Probably 5. Long time. But there's the dummy, and like I said, I do like the size, and it's very good for the hands, right? However, I do like the unknown spirit animal deck. So I said, since I was getting along with that, I will try the original of this. Oh wow, this cardstock is thinner than the other one. But let's just give it a whirl here. Very nice. Now when you bring used decks into your home, how do you have a special thing that you do for the cleansing or anything like that? This deck doesn't seem like it was used much at all. You can tell by the shuffle, and let's see, Wheel of Fortune, the Sun. Ooh, I got lucky, and the Hierophant. I need to commit to this deck, huh? The Magician, make some magic happen. Let's see. Yeah, change of course, but this is very nice. I am definitely not disappointed. I'm very pleased to have this, and I'm okay with purchasing used decks. And like, there's the information to sell yours as well, and I may have to look up that website in the future, so I'm going to hang on to that. I'm glad I did just toss it in the trash, you know, the thank you portion. And this, well, I'll show you what it is in a second. I just love the paper that she uses, like old newspaper, you know, but it's not newspaper. It is a wrapping tissue, but I appreciate that she takes her time to wrap her decks. All right. And I was aware at the time of purchase that the guidebook would not be available, although there is one available on her site, the guidebook. However, I'm not sure I need the guidebook for that. I may pick one up at a different time, you know, at a different time if I feel the need that I would like to view her perspective. And this is the New Orleans Oracle deck, which I thought would be nice to pair with another, like the Voodoo Tarot. Let's see, an Orisha deck. I have a couple of decks that will suit this. Now I don't know about the color because, ooh, this is very thin. This is a thin cardstock too. Who makes this? The artwork is by Fatima Mabo, MBODJ, and Lori Felix. Sorry, sweetheart, I really screwed up your name. I don't know how to say it properly. 33 cards and a 76-page illustrated guidebook. All right, U.S. Games. And here is the guidebook. It's about the deck. Ooh, all in color. Marie Laveau. Power. If you're familiar. But I do have like a southern oracle. So let's see how this is going to fare. Keep going. Does anyone else have this? I've never seen it. I like the color. I do like the colors. But I'm not sure now which deck I'll use this with. Pair it with. Let me see. Can I get you in here a little bit more? I guess, well, there we go. Focus. Oh, very nice. Step back. Elusive Priestess. All right. Alright, let's just pull one. as I'm looking at it, I'm like, how am I going to use this? I'm going to have to figure out a way. And I'll try. Maybe they have a spread in the book, but so we'll see. Create your reality. With this deck, that's exactly what I'm going to be left to do, right? Number 33, Christ energy, loving it. Love, love, love. Let's see. 33. All right. Ah, here we go. Dragonfly. Love it, love it, love it. The dragonfly is about perception, illusion, and transformation in mental energy. You have pulled this card because you've grown stronger in your manifestation skills, and it is necessary to pay attention to where you choose to focus your thoughts and energy. Think about what you want, not about what you don't want. Has a recent situation not been to your liking and led you to focus on what is lacking as opposed to what is abundant? There are often triggers that can tempt us to dwell on what we don't want. But when the dragonfly shows up, it lets us know that we've grown beyond the thoughts that control us. It is now time to mindfully choose what you will focus on as you move forward in your life. And for myself, in my personal life, this is ringing true for me. So I'm not going to get into the personal because it is personal. However, I can relate. And as far as manifestation, the Christ energy is how I manifest. Ask and you shall receive. That's as far as it goes for me these days. I ask and I receive. I don't do any rituals or anything. No, there's no moon ritual. There's nothing. I don't go down that route at all these days, and haven't for a number of years because it's just far too time. I'm like the laziest. I can't even be called a witch. I'd just be the laziest witch around. Like, I don't have time or energy for long ceremonies, long workings, and things like that. So do we have the lazy witch? I go to Christ. I get on my knees. Actually, that's not how. I don't get on my knees when I write out my prayer, and then I pray my prayer and I let it go. But I do write them down, and that's how I manifest. And major life alterations that may take time, I have a 6-month window. Immediate assistance for emergencies, but God answers me in a 6-month time frame, and I have evidence of that over a period of years through journaling, and it's just quite amazing when you know what you asked for and you see it come alive just for simply asking, and these days I don't hold back for what I ask for. I used to be the kind of person that I could pray for everybody else and all of your needs to be met and the things and desires of your heart. And for myself, I would pray for spiritual gifts, meaning the gratitude, things that you can't put a price on. I never asked for material things until I think it was in 2006. Was when I began that. It was either 2004, 2006, somewhere around that time, right? And ever since then, I write out my prayer, I say what I want, I ask for what I want, but it's in my heart's desire. But for all of the years before, I felt like that was like being ungrateful, like I was being selfish if I asked for or prayed for the things that I want, right? Like material things. I pray for doors to open, job opportunities, but in 2006, I asked for it all. Like, I needed it all, like everything, because my life I got the rug pulled out from under my feet, and I was about to fall on my face, and I prayed. That's what I did. I prayed, and I received. And I haven't stopped praying. And now I still pray for the spiritual things, I want to, when I pray, I have a habit of praying and talking to God when I get into my vehicle. So when I get into the car, I have a certain prayer I pray, and then I go into a different form of prayer where I give thanks and I'm grateful, and I ask God for me to not hurt anyone today or to be hurt by anyone today. So that's like just my quick shoot me up prayer, but it takes a good 10 minutes of prayer in my vehicle on a daily basis. And if I'm not in my vehicle that day, it would be my morning prayer, which I always wake up and say thank you before I ever get into the vehicle. It's just a habit that I got into before I ever really had a relationship with God. I started with saying thank you. Just because it was suggested to me and I felt ridiculous and everything else. I did a lot of things through recovery that seemed quite ridiculous at the time, but I was willing to do whatever, be ridiculous, and pray. I didn't even know who I was really praying to, because even though I had church in me, I didn't have God in me. I had legalistic church, I didn't have God, though. Not the God, I didn't have the relationship with God the way that I do today. And I'll tell you, I know a lot of people really resonate with the universe, but I'm not that person that resonates with the universe. I've never prayed to the universe. When my child was in the hospital, I wasn't praying to the universe to save him. I just wasn't. And I never will. But I do understand how others, the other thought systems and prayer practice or spiritual practice, I do understand and have practiced other things along the way. It's just, you try new things, you try new systems, and that's that. You try them, some work for you, some don't. Some things I just gave up because they were really time consuming. But I used to enjoy a ritual practice on a Friday night and being just to honor in Orisha, Oshun, So I don't know. I really appreciated that in my life. There was time and space for it, but like I said, I'm too lazy. I don't want to do it anymore, And now I just have a whole different practice and path for myself. So that's where I'm at. And if you have this deck, could you tell me what you pair it with or how you utilize it? Because I am curious. I'm going to get into the book and hopefully find a way to use this. If not, it's going to go back to this lady and I'll sell this deck. Anyhow, you have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening. Bye.